Hey guys, thanks for checking out my channel. My name is Jackie. Today I'm gonna share how my husband and we paid off $40,000 in 1 year, and we did it following 7 steps. These steps might not be what you're thinking, and I think number 7 might surprise you. So let's get into it. Step number 1, arguably the most important step. My partner and we got on the same page. We had to be at the point where we were fed up, ready for a change, and just did not want to continue down that same path. So we were super aligned with our goals and the fact that we were done living in debt and paycheck to paycheck. We removed our credit card from our Amazon Prime account. We also removed it from any automatic withdrawals such as our Easy Pass or utility bills. Prior to starting this journey, we were trying to do some credit card hacking and game the points and game the system. And all of that works perfectly while life works perfectly. But as soon as there's a bump in the road or some unexpected changes, things don't always go to plan. For us, especially for me, I'm a little more risk averse. It was better to remove the credit cards altogether. You can't make progress if you continue to dig yourself in the same hole. By removing our credit card on these accounts, especially our Amazon account, it forced us to be extremely intentional with our purchases. We didn't have that extra wiggle room of, oh, we'll just grab it now and we'll take care of it later. It was right in front of our face. We had to make those decisions in the moment, and it helped us from allowing our purchases to get away from us. Number 2, this is a big one. And if you're in debt and you're not sure where to begin, this is critical. I printed out all of our statements. It's gonna be a little time consuming, but I'm telling you, it's worth it. Print out all of your statements from all of your banks, all of your credit cards, and get it in front of you in one place. Grab the highlighters, get different colors, and highlight line by line every single transaction. I highly recommend color coding this by category. So if it's food related, if it's groceries, make it one color. If it's eating out, make it a different color. Shopping, make it a color. You're gonna start seeing patterns. Once you see it in front of you, color coded, and maybe that green is jumping off the page, those might be some areas where your trigger points are. Those might be some problematic areas for you in your life. It might be your online shopping. It might be gambling. It might be eating out, right? It's so easy to go ahead and just want to grab some food on the way out, or you're running around and just pick something up really quick. And sometimes we make these decisions without thinking them through, and they add up so quickly, and we don't even realize the impact that they're having on our budget. By having it in front of you, having it laid out, color coded, it helps you define where your opportunities are. Number 3, total up the debt. So many times we know that the debt is there, but it's easier just to bury our head in the sand and not face it head on. After you have gone through line by line and itemized all of your expenses, you'll be able to total everything up and see it in one place. For us, our debts consisted of car payments, a credit card, and debt that we used to start a business, which was also on a credit card. And when we totaled that full amount up, at least we had a game plan, a place to start. Yeah, it was discouraging and overwhelming initially, but if you don't know your numbers, you have nothing to base it off of. You need a starting point so you can track your progress. If you don't know your numbers, you're not gonna see the success that you wanna see. Number 4, the dreaded B word, budget. This word can be so polarizing. Some people love a budget, but most people don't. Most people think it's restrictive. Most people think that it's living in lack. But a budget is going to be your number 1 tool in your toolbox. If you don't like the phrase budgeting, think of it as your action plan or your spending plan. You're giving every single dollar a job. When you have a budget, you know the amount of money that's coming into your household, and you know all of your top line expenses. What are fixed costs for you? What does your rent cost? What are your utilities? What are your phone bills, your car payments, all of the things that you have to pay every single month, no matter what. Then after that, you're gonna look at your variable expenses, things that you still have to spend every month, but you have a little bit of wiggle room and you have a little more say as to how much that's gonna cost you. So that can be your grocery budget, that might be eating out, that might be spending on clothes or shoes, gifts, things that are not essential, but things that you would like to spend on. After you break down everything that's coming in to your household, minus everything that has to go out every single month, the difference is going to be your margin. How much do you have left over? Is this number negative? Is this number zero? Is this number positive? Whatever it is, it's okay. You're just getting started. And right now we are very much in the figuring it out phase. Uncovering our numbers. We're not judging ourselves. We're not here to be hard on ourselves. We just need to know where we are. The goal is to have that margin number as large as possible so you can plow that into your financial goals. Is that paying down your debt? Is that building up your emergency fund? Is that putting away for college tuition for your kids? Is it paying off your own college? Only 2 ways to get more margin. Spend less and earn more. Spending less is the fastest lever that you can pull, especially in the beginning. How can we cut some costs to make sure that we are being very intentional with our dollars and we're putting every single dollar to good use? We have big goals, so we want to make sure that we are making the most of all of our resources. While we were paying off our debt, this was step number 5. Pick a plan. We had to pick a debt payoff plan and stick with it. I am so guilty of the shiny object syndrome, especially if I'm feeling discouraged or if I'm feeling like I'm not making progress as quickly as I would like. I'm being very vulnerable now because my husband does not have that same quality. He can see the good in almost any situation. He can stay positive, and if he has a plan or a focus, like he knows it's going to take some time to get there, and he'll trudge through and he'll still see the light in some of the dark situations. For me, I want things done now. I want them done yesterday. And it's so hard to wait and to go through it to get to the other side and to see that progress. And it's very tempting to want to switch gears. Okay, well, this is taking too long. Let's try this other way. Oh, I heard this on a video. Oh, I heard this method. No, it's just a distraction and it's only going to derail you long term. So pick a plan. It does not have to be perfect, but pick a plan and stick with it. The progress comes through the process, not by picking the perfect plan. It comes by doing the hard work day in and day out and staying the course. We chose to follow the baby steps and we used the snowball method to pay off our debt. The reason we chose this option was because I wanted the small wins. I also knew that my husband was going to be encouraged by seeing successes quicker as we went along the process. We can celebrate our small victories and stay motivated for the long term. There's other plans as well. There's the avalanche method, and there's combinations of the two. Whatever you think is going to work best for your situation and for your family, go with it. Don't overthink it, but stick to the plan and see it through. Don't be tempted by thinking that you know better. I'm speaking to myself when I say this. The reason we had to stick with a plan that was a proven method is because we were trying to do things our own way for so long, thinking that we knew what was best. And honestly, that's how we found ourselves in the situation that we were in. Step number 6, stay laser focused. This goes along with not being distracted by the next shiny thing. Keep your goals in the forefront of your mind, especially if you have a large amount of debt. It can be so discouraging day in and day out and feeling like you're not making progress. And some months you might even feel like you're taking a step back. Life is still going to happen while you're on this journey. We've had car situations, and then we had to cash flow very unexpected, very expensive car repairs. We're homeowners. If you're a homeowner, you know there's always something that pops up in the house, right? There's a repair, there's something that needs to be replaced. And while we were on this journey, we decided right from the beginning that we were not going to use our credit cards. So therefore, it really took a lot more planning and intentionality with cash flowing these expenses. It can be so discouraging. Sometimes you feel like you're taking one step forward and 2 steps back, but it's all part of the process. Dave has helped me realize that these are not setbacks. They are moments when we can look and say, this is progress. We are not falling back into old bad habits. We're not leaning on the credit cards. We're not saying, oh, it's hopeless, forget it. We'll just throw it on the card, we'll take care of it later, or we'll finance a repair and we'll figure it out later. No, we're being proactive and taking control of our situation. Step number 7, make it a game. I am so competitive. I love a challenge. I love hitting a goal. And we gamified this process. We tracked where we started and our progress along the way. I printed out coloring pages, little icons. We had paper link chains, whatever it is to make it feel fun and keep you going, keep you motivated. That's what we did, and we gamified it. We made it a challenge. We made it a little bit of a competition. Sometimes it was a competition with myself. Sometimes it was a competition with my spouse. Oh, who can spend $0 today? Or who could go the longest with not buying food? Oh, my favorite game is the empty fridge challenge. I think this is so satisfying. It's when we go through and right before we feel like we need to go grocery shopping, I'll see if we can make it another day or another 2 days. How are we eating through everything that we already have? So is there any leftovers? Is there any random odds and ends food that we can also mix in maybe some pantry items that we have and create something creative and interesting, something different, but we're eating through the food that we already have before we replenish and do a huge grocery haul. Not only are we saving on our grocery bill because we're not buying as much in between as frequently, but we're also reducing food waste. I hope this was helpful for you guys today. If you have any other tips that I didn't mention and you want to drop them below in the comments, I would love to hear from you. If you're on your debt-free journey, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you and to cheer you on. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.